Mm-hmm. So, like what you're saying, they sent you back a letter saying that it was verified. Okay. Okay. No, no. But look, okay, are you, I'm on page 68 of the physical book. So are you on part two? Um, okay. All right, so look at the, it says part two letters, and it's, um, the focus is on the method of verification. So they sent you a letter back saying that they verified, right? Okay. All right. So if you look now, for me, it's page 68, and I see it's a pro tip. Um, it says if one bureau removes an items and the others don't, or if you send a letter that gets returned, you can either send either of these credit bureaus evidence that they need to remove the derogatory item in question. And so this was what I was telling you, when you dispute something, and they said, you have to use the Fair Credit Reporting Act Section 611. If you see that on page 78 and not 609. Right, right. And so they say if you get a response to your challenge, dispute from the credit reporting agency saying that the disputed item was verified, you have the right to request the method of verification. Under the FCRA, Section 611, not 609, A6 and 7, the credit reporting agency give you the method of verification information. This is within 15 days, right? But what I do want to ask you too is, now for me, it's the next paragraph over. You'll see where it says a third-party database was likely used to verify the disputed item automatically, which is insufficient. So we then request evidence such as name, address, and telephone number of anyone from the original creditor they contacted, and escalated from there. So first, did you opt out of the third party databases? You'll see that on pages 82 through 85 of the physical book. Mm-hmm.
And I didn't suppress my LexisNexis. That was something else I didn't do. I didn't suppress that LexisNexis. And I'm wondering if that may be possible how they're verifying the Republic Finance, because I noticed there was a judgment with that account.
So you didn't freeze LexisNexis?
No, I didn't.
Okay, now you can do that online on page 83 of my physical book. It gives you the link to freeze LexisNexis.
Mm-hmm. So I'll go ahead and do that, and hopefully they
But and then if you'll notice, I don't want to take you too fast, but on page 45 it says CoreLogic and LexisNexis. It's also mentioned Credco. So they could possibly say that these, they verified through these two companies. And credit code, you have to, LexisNexis, you can do it online with that link, but CoreLogic credit code, you have to use that physical address. They won't allow you to do it online. Innovis on page 83, you can opt out and freeze those online. So I would freeze those first, and then the letter on page 69 using section 611 is what I would use, not 609, because it's quicker, it's 15 days. You insert the name of the collection agency there, and then you saying, you know, that you are questioning the method of verification, and you're challenging the accuracy, compliance, and reportability of that listing, right? And if I were you, I will also include the wording of that pro tip that if one bureau removes an items, you know, that it's evidence of derogatory information reported on your credit report. I would note that, hey, Experian or whatever that one that say, hey, is not reporting this, and Equifax and TransUnion is not reporting on my TransUnion account, and therefore it's derogatory and inaccurate information that you are reporting. And according to the Fair Credit Reporting Act, Section 611, A6, and 7, within 15 days, I am challenging this dispute reporting to your agency. Now, if you need to know how to say that, you can look on my Facebook page. So I got the video live. If you just need to go back and redo it, but on page 69, it notes that they have 15 days. I would put the 15.
Yeah, definitely put the 15 days.
Right, I wouldn't put 30.
Yeah, because that was what I was really concerned about the verbiage, because, you know, obviously, because I kept thinking that method of verification was 609, but I see that it's actually section 611.
Right.
And so, yeah, that was a big deal to me, really understanding the verbiage and what am I really asking for when I do a method of verification. And so I think that, now, do you think that I should suppress my LexisNexis and freeze? Because I don't even know what any of this reports on. Now, I understand a little bit about CoreLogic because, and I know that they deal with a lot of things in real estate, because I was going to, long story anyway, I was looking to buy a list of absentee owners so that I could, you know, start messing with real estate wholesaling.
Right.
And they're the company that actually provides that list.
Oh,
one of the companies that provides it for absentee, and that's a CoreLogic company. It's called List Source. It's the company that they use, but they're a subsidiary of CoreLogic.
Right. Right. Okay. Yeah. And that will be good, because I would go ahead and include, because even if you look at letter 3, it's more detailed, you know, of you're asking for viable evidence by the company's, what is it, Fingerhut?
Yeah, Fingerhut and Verizon.
Right, okay. Okay.
Both of those are both of those accounts. When I moved into the apartment that I live in now, that address is associated with those two accounts. So that was another thing.
Right.
But they still weren't reporting. They still weren't reporting correctly. However.
Okay, I'm just if you never lived at that address, I'm just trying to see why that address was not removed.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I know that experience sometimes can be a little bit difficult. You know, I did that one online, but again, I didn't upload. When I did that, I didn't upload my utility bill or anything like that. I just went through it.
Well, that's why. That's all you got to do is because if you see on page 35, it asks you to enclose driver's license, social security card, and proof of residence. So you got to have a utility bill. I would put it all in this letter. You know, put your own originality into it. And I would also, since you're already paying for it certified, include page 35 and include your driver's license, social security, and proof of residency. But I would also include in writing that I never lived at the address that's connected to that negative account anyway. I would put that in my letter. Now, I'm on page 35, and it tells a pro tip. If the credit bureau is being stubborn and they don't want to remove any of your personal information, you like to get it removed, then get it notarized. Take a bill with your current address along with your driver's license and get both of them notarized. And they say watch the old addresses disappear. So, that's what I would do. I think that'll really help you with that success. I would enclose those. Go ahead, get it notarized. Don't dispute it using 609. Dispute it using 611. Make sure you put 15 days. And you are disputing the method, not just the method of verification. I wouldn't just say method. I will also put in the accuracy, or I would include that the information is inaccurate or incorrect, right? And and I would because if you look at the letter on page 75, you don't have to say this is my final communication, but you can say, hey, this is my follow-up communication, and we're going to the inaccurate entry being reported under Verizon and Fingerhut, and that would take care of both of them in the same letter. If you have any account numbers or anything, then you can say I have repeatedly asked for evidence to support your reporting, but yet again you failed to provide me with a copy of any viable evidence submitted by their names again, sustaining their claims. Furthermore, I have requested for your method of verification, and you have not complied, which is an additional violation of the Fair Credit Reporting Act 611, A, 6, and 7. And I will make sure that I include that 15 days in there as well. Yeah.
And so that's what I'm going to do. And I think that I really appreciate you taking the time, because I was sitting here and I was thinking, man, I'm going to have to do a lot of research really quick to try to get these letters put together. A lot of time that I said, and then I thought, well, I'm going to ask Coach DeLoach. I'm going to ask the Natives coach.
You going to ask Miss Coach DeLoach? All right.